going on, y'all? Your boy Darius here back in for another video, and this time I'm here with my review for Saturday night's main event. This one that just took place almost an hour ago now, the time recording, here on May 24th, 2025. Right? I don't know what number Saturday night main event this is, but I figured I'd get back to doing some wrestling reviews, and I figured that since I have now started the journey of doing wrestling reactions, which I did an entire reaction stream to Saturday night's main event over on Twitch. All right, so very important thing, man. If you want to be there, if you want to see my full watch-along reaction streams to wrestling events for, primarily WWE, because that's what I mainly watch. Whenever I do them, they will be over on Twitch. You can go there and watch along with me. And then I will, of course, after the show, as I'm doing right now, drop a review, give you my thoughts, man. Big things are happening over on Twitch, man. I'm trying to really push Twitch. I'm really trying to get back on Twitch doing things there. So that's where you'll find wrestling reactions. That's where you'll find gaming as well. I'll also be moving all of my live stream gaming stuff over there to Twitch. So make sure, join the Twitch family, man. I'm trying to bump it up. Okay, I'm trying to get, affiliate status, man. So help me out there, man. Go over to Twitch. And we're all going to have a good time. I'm not going to neglect YouTube. YouTube's still going to be its own thing. We're going to be doing different things here on YouTube than we do on Twitch. That's just how you do, okay? So, let's not waste much time. Let's jump into this review of Saturday night's main event, which is going to be like, I'm just going to go match by match, and I might even include a few different times my reactions to, like, some of the big moments, because I did, clip out some of those. And I guess the biggest, no pun intended, thing to happen on this show is probably the return of Bronson Reed. It, of course, happened in our opening match, which was Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker versus CM Punk and Sami Zayn. Nice little match. It was pretty good. And then, of course, here's the thing with these Saturday night main event matches, right? It's only like a 2-hour show. It's a 2-hour show. It's basically a SmackDown. I guess back when SmackDown was 2 hours. It's basically like, a SmackDown length show. So the matches, because there's no like promos, like promo segments and stuff like that, the matches are really fast paced. They really push the tempo. It's quick. These matches are not very long at all. So even though it didn't have a whole lot of time, I thought the action was pretty good. And of course, the big thing, Bronson Reed joining up. He came out, took out Punk and helped distract Sami to get hit with a super spear, right? And, of course, get him and his unnamed team, his unnamed faction away. And I heard Cole on commentary say, this new dangerous coalition. I hope that's not. I hope that was just him just saying that, and that's not actually the name of the faction, okay? People have joked around calling him the new dangerous alliance because of Heyman. I wouldn't be mad at that, I've seen people make like an amalgamation of like all of Seth Rollins. Like, it's an amalgamation of Dangerous Alliance, The Shield because of Rollins, and then Evolution because obviously Rollins, came from Triple H in terms of like some mentorship there and whatnot. Like, I've seen someone said like the new Dangerous Shield Alliance. That'd be so stupid. I don't know what they're gonna call themselves, but Bronson Reed joined up. Big Bronson Reed. They were all wearing black. They all look cool. Reed hit a tsunami on Punk. He also just like not even sat. He just like jumped and landed on Punk back first. I'm like, good Lord, dude, you can't be doing that to that old man. That guy is fragile. Even though he's only been injured like one time since coming back to WWE, right? Who was that? Oh, it's Bronson Reed. It's Bronson Reed. He's the third man, brother. Bronson Reed's the third man. I had a feeling it might be him. Oh, God. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Good Lord. That was a crazy moment. And I look forward to see what happens next with that group. It really is interesting, this show, because I haven't actually sat down and watched an episode of wrestling since Backlash. Backlash was the last time I sat down and like watched wrestling. I've only been consuming it through clips because I've been that busy. But Found this show enjoyable. Speaking of enjoyable, Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green was pretty good as well. Had some botchy moments there, but again, another fast-paced thing. Don't really waste much time here. Chelsea got busted open. Her nose was her nose was bleeding. At the end, I assumed on the botched 619 that Zelina tried to hit. You guys really should just leave the 619s to Ray. And Dom's okay at it too. Gunther. You ever seen Gunther back when he was Walter? He would bust out a 619 once in a while. It was crazy to see. But yeah, there's nothing super special about this match. And, the right person won. I think prediction-wise, I did predict that Seth and Braun would win, so I'm good there. I predicted that Zelina would win this, what she did. She was not going to lose this title back to Chelsea now. She's going to push, man. And good on her, too. Zelina deserves this push. Hopefully they continue to utilize her. I don't know. I can't speak to what they've been doing on SmackDown because, again, I haven't been watching it. But as far as what I saw here, liked it. That she was dressed as All Might, which, as we know, she's a big-time nerd. So I appreciated that All Might shout-out. Next match, of course, was, I believe, what was it, John Cena? I think it was John Cena versus, I was about to say R-Truth. No, it was John Cena versus Ron Cena. And the entrance, I was not expecting. Like, I was expecting Truth to hit the 5 moves of doom in the matches because he does that. He's been doing that for years now since he started the whole my childhood hero John Cena. Despite him being like 50-something and John Cena is still in his 40s. But when the entrance, when Cena's music played again after Cena had already come out. No way. Don't tell me R-Truth is coming out as John Cena. Oh my God. Ron Cena? That's funny. That is funny. Ron Cena. He's got. Okay, this is worth it. This is worth it. Okay, come on, Archie. If you can hit the run. Come on, Truth. Come on, Truth. Hit the run. Time to go to work. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. That's worth the whole match right there. That's worth the whole match right there, dude. I saw someone on Twitter point the fact out that the merch, the red John Cena shirt and the blue jorts that he was wearing was from like 2011 when he faced Cena at Capital Punishment. Like that was the gear he's wearing, like 2011 Cena with the red on. That's what he was wearing, and that was pretty damn. Like I remember that Cena too. Like I remember that. Like I was there for that era of Cena. Same thing with the orange. Like Cena wore orange, for this match, and I was like, damn, that takes me back to 2010 Cena. Oh man, I was young, bright-eyed Cena fan. I loved Cena. Well, everyone hated him. Wasn't until like 2013 I was like, okay, well, no, 2012 really. It's about 2012 I joined the Cena hate camp. Like, okay, I'm sick of this dude. Boo, Cena sucks. But as far as the match goes, again, very fast paced. I mean, like this one was probably the quickest match. I didn't even look at the time. I guess if I go to Wikipedia, they'll probably tell me the time of all the matches. So the matches, Rise. The opening match, 13 minutes 10 seconds. The tag match. Zelina vs. Chelsea was 5 minutes and 10. Jeez. Cena in Truth was 4:25. Good Lord, not even 5 minutes. But yeah, it was like, it was nothing special. It was just a bunch of, there was 5 moves of doom. Then Truth hit the 5 moves of doom. And then like Cena, I did like the spot where like Cena was going to hit him with the title because that's how he's basically won these last 2 matches, right? He's been cheating to win. I think he beat Orton with a low blow instead of a belt shot, but he was gonna do the same thing to Truth, then stopped. Truth looked at him. Cena was just like, oh no, I can't do it. Then he gave the title up to the referee. As soon as the referee turns back, low blows him. AA gets the win there. So thanks for coming, Truth. Next match, Damian Priest, All Rise versus Drew McIntyre in a steel cage match, which was pretty good. The one thing about this show I did dislike, the amount of commercials was asinine. But yeah, Drew versus Priest here. I thought it was pretty fun. At one point, they did hit each other's moves. Like Priest hit a Claymore out of nowhere, and Drew hit him with a South of Heaven. And the thing, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't know if they have another match lined up for these two or not. But Priest getting the win here, at the hitting the concerto on Drew, and then walking at the cage, which is kind of heelish, honestly. Like, it was kind of heelish thing, and even Jesse was sort of Jesse Ventura on commentary for this match. Well, he didn't like the idea of walking at the cage anyway, because when he was, wrestling, he had to go over the top. But my whole thing was like Priest walking out, just pin him. Like, why not pin him? Why walk out? It's kind of heelish. It's kind of like, I don't want to say it was like a double turn type of thing, but it was definitely more heelish than face, which I guess, the baby faces in Triple H's WWE, they have shades of gray to them. So, it wasn't that big of a thing, but it was just like, damn. It was more so a big of a thing that Priest won this match and not McIntyre. Again, I haven't been watching the show, so I don't know if there's any, go-home math you could do, or I don't know, who's had the upper hand more often than not in this feud. The only thing I know is, the last match I saw them in was the Fatal 4-Way at Backlash. And then it was the last man standing at WrestleMania. Was that it? Was that last man standing? Well, I forgot what match type that was. But when Drew hit the Claymore into the chair and stuff. So I was just figuring that maybe Drew would get the win here. Because, Drew obviously should be doing bigger and better things. Thought Drew would get the win here. He did not. He got hit with the concerto. He lost. And that match, let me see how long it was. 11 minutes, 50 seconds. All right, well, second longest match on the card. They gave them that much, so good for them, I guess. And of course, main event. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. And still, you're World Heavyweight Champion. And still, you're World Heavyweight Champion, despite the fact that towards the end of this match, it was a brief. They almost got me. They almost got me towards the end of this thing. It was a brief flicker of fear where I thought Logan Paul, that scumbag, might actually win the title. Dude, I was ready to flip it. I was ready to flip my shit. If Logan wins this, you're going to see me flip out. I'm going to flip out. Where's Jimmy Uso at? Speaking of shit, the match was not the best. Let's be honest. We know Jay. We know Jay is not the smoothest solo in-ring competitor, right? He can put on good matches. He more often than not needs a really good opponent in there with him, though. And Logan Paul is not that. Logan Paul is very impressive, athletic, and all this stuff, but he needs a really great opponent in there with him. And also he needs to, evidently, as we learned, practice these matches for months. Which is how his first couple matches, they were like, oh my god, his match is really good. He practiced them for months. And you could see the sort of decline over his tenure in WWE in terms of his match qualities. It's you could tell at a certain point they stopped letting him practice matches so far in advance and so many times. So when he just has to go in there and do a match that they probably only practiced once. I don't know how many times they practice matches, but I imagine maybe just one time and they're done. Logan's just not that guy. He's just nice. Got some cool moves. The buckshot lariat and stuff. That's pretty good. His finisher, it's a really good finisher, but he's not that guy. And they were different. The biggest moment for me, it kind of just shows his inexperience, and it's when I think he went for a frog splat. No, he went for a moonsault. He went for a lion salt on Jay. Jay got the knees up. And there was such a delayed reaction to the knees and to the stomach. It was just he hit it, and then it was just ugh, ah! And it was just it wasn't immediate. It was just, he sold very delayed. I was just okay, that's his inexperience showing. So the match wasn't anything to write home about, but at one point, Cena comes in, pulls ref out, gets in there. beats on Jay, seemingly setting up for Logan to win, in which I would have lost my mind. But then Cody Rhodes comes out and saves the day in his, American Nightmare, I want to say like track jacket, whatever that jacket he had on. It's great. I want one. And Jay does get the win because the referee comes back in. Just getting pulled out the ring by Cena just took the referee out for like 3 minutes. Jay gets in, beats Logan. Oh, Cody! Yes! Come on, Cody! All right, Cody, good. Okay, Cody. Good, Cody. I was like, someone's got to stop this. Crossroads! We knew he was in the area because he went to Universal this past week, so he's been in Florida. Yeah. Spear! Ooh, that's okay. That wasn't a bad spear. Sit down. There we go. Splat. The ref didn't know about any of that. He didn't hear Cody's music. As the match was heading off the air, Cody announced that it would be him and Jay versus Cena and Logan Paul at Money in the Bank, which is a match I don't really care to see. I won't be able to watch Money in the Bank until much later anyway because I'll be working that day. So, this is what it is. But overall, the show, and I realize I haven't graded any of these matches, but like the matches are like they're okay. I feel like a lot of these matches weren't long enough for me to like give a proper grade to them, but it is what it is. The show itself, though, I thought was okay. These Saturday night main events are never anything to write home about because they're so fast-paced. Like, these matches are always so short because of the limited runtime. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It's newsworthy for Bronson Reed coming back and Cody coming back as well. So, I don't know when the next one is. The next one, is it like July? I don't know when I think it's July. The next one's July because they announced that it's in July, same time as like the Evolution 2 finally being confirmed, the all-women's pay-per-view. Look forward to that. They announced that in NXT Great American Bash all in like the July. I feel like it's all Superman weekend, I think, which is crazy. But anyway, that's my review. That's my thoughts on Saturday night's main event. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Once again, make sure you go for Twitch. That's where I will be doing these wrestling reactions, all right? Along with my gaming streams, okay? If you are not subscribed over here as well to YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notify bell so you don't miss out any new video, okay? Even if you already have it clicked, unclick it, click it again. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't send my videos out to people, okay? That's just how it is. Also, leave a like. That will help YouTube to actually be like, hey, you know what? Let's show people this video because people seem to like it. It's the YouTube algorithm. That algorithm is a beast. I still have not fully figured it out yet. I don't know if I ever will. But leave a like anyway for the algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next video. 5 letters, 1 word. Peace.